Well, good morning and welcome to Daily Connect. I'm Ross Duncan. I'm the Vicar here at Holy Trinity, and we're on day 37 of our exploration with Dietrich Bonhoeffer. One of the greatest challenges that the Church has faced is to be God's people on mission. Ever since the early Church, Christians sometimes thought it was necessary to actually operate as a relatively closed shop. As the gospel message spread throughout Mediterranean countries, believers would gather together in small groups, but often you would only be allowed to have access to the group after a period of study and qualification. Later on, as the church became further established, the monastic way of living was developed to separate God's faithful from the evil and corruption of the world. Believers could live a pure life. As the church grew in favour, so did the desire to gather in large ornate buildings, and these became the hub of Christian life. Rather than creating a sense of welcoming, it achieved a sense of compliance. Some 2,000 plus Christian denominations around the world today are testimony to this. There have been times and pockets of Christians who have heard and responded to the call to mission, but mission was still largely seen as a place where people would go into remote countries and they would share God's message of hope. The real challenge for we today is to see that the mission field is actually in our own backyard. Bonhoeffer indicates that we cannot take for granted the buildings we gather in, the traditions we follow, or that the call to mission is someone else's responsibility. Mission is not a location, it is a heartfelt commitment to go into the world, any part of that world, and share God's good news of Jesus Christ. We are all called to mission each and every day in our own neighbourhoods. Bonhoeffer refers to this as living among the enemy, and this was reflected in his life as he was dealing with the Nazi regime at the time. He did not seek to hide away, but rather continued to serve his community, and then in incarceration, those that were guarding him. Each and every person had a right to hear the gospel message, and we have a commissioning to share it with them. This is why our efforts are to move out into our communities, our mission field, so that more will hear, and with God's grace, they will hear and believe. God bless. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.